CSGO? I don't think I can on PlayStation. That's why I have to. That's why I have to. CSGO. Let me know when you're watching the live. You know what's sick about this game too? You can make blueprints. So like instead of having to like make a system multiple times, you can make a blueprint of that system and then build it all at once if you have all the resources. Yeah. And like instead of just putting the same wire over and over again, it's like a circuit board. You know how a circuit board is just like the same thing repeated over and over again, smaller and smaller? Well, I'm saying like a whole system. So the way that the way that they make the microchips smaller over the years is they have these systems. So instead of every there's a cool video you could watch about it. So they had to invent a new type of science in order to make microchips smaller and smaller. And there's actually a calculation for it. They're at a point where every single year it's getting a certain percentage smaller, and it's gonna keep doing that until we're like, you know what I mean? Like it's until it's crazy. Pretty much. AI will never replace creativity or human compassion. It's just a really good search engine. The scary thing is when there's a robot that can do it. There's robots. I know what you're saying, but there's robots doing fucking brain surgery right now. Hmm. Yeah, I don't think the trades are. I don't think the trades in our lifetime are very, fucked. I'll tell you what, they're not gonna have robots making snow for a while. I think my brother's job is fucked. He's an analyst. The only way that his job is secure is if the company prefers having people over AI because of security issues. That's the only reason I could think of people not wanting to use AI for data analysis. No, but like people would be like, "Oh, but computers are more secure than humans." It's like I feel like in the future humans will be more secure with information than computers. Yeah, they've had it for years, bro. Yeah. Nope. There's a reason why. I was about to say there's a reason why they didn't release the Epstein files until AI was good. You remember AI 4 years ago? It was like, all right, this looks fake. Now it's been 4 years. They've had better AI than us for longer, obviously. Yeah, yeah. Here, go look at my YouTube real quick. I want you to watch while I build this before I build it. See. Oh, word. I don't really pay attention to my analytics because But yeah, no, I used to get more views. I used to get like 100 a video. Mhm. Mhm. Yeah. Let me know when you're watching so I can build this. Probably have like a 10-second delay. Mhm. So this is a blueprint that I made, so that I don't have to place every single one of these foundries, one of these smelters. I can place 8 of them at the same time, and they're all connected, and they all have a power grid that can just be connected to my power grid that I have. I have a power grid running all the way down the coast. Hmm. So watch me build this. Look at that. And then I just connected the power grid. Boom. So the power grid, as long as it's all connected. Oh, so my power generation is like 1,000 miles that way. I have it all pumping over here. I'll go show you that in a minute. I just need to connect this real quick. So use Mark III conveyor belts. These move 240 resources a minute. And this miner right here, I have it overclocked, so it's creating 240 resources a minute. It's running on 37.5 megawatts right now. Yep, 37. Um, Now, this is the cool part of the game. Let's see. I think if I just go straight, yeah, I can just. It's too long. Hold on. And right here, all I have to do is route the. Yeah, yeah. I can do different types of routes too. So I'm gonna do. Watch this, and then everything routes into there. So I have this set up so that all I have to do is one input. See? Now that miner producing 240 raw iron ore gets pumped into this blueprint that I made that's all connected, ready to smelt 200. Each of these does 30 per minute, and so 8 times 30 is 240. Yeah, this is the manifold I created. So it is a system that overloads the first machines and then gradually gets down, and boom. So now this is 200. This is 240 iron ingots a minute. And so basically, I'm gonna have to do 2 of these setups just for that to create iron bars. These are all creating plates. So these are creating 240 iron plates a minute. But you see how it's so nice and modular? This is my first implementation of these blueprints. You can see my other stuff over there, very messy, very spaghetti. Over here, I've kind of perfected a style. But this is the boring part of the world. Oh yeah, I have a jetpack too. And I have to fuel my jetpack. I am. Yeah, I mean, easier said than done. I tried to go that engineering route, and it was very rigid. And so this is my home base. Yeah, this is my home base. I've got kind of like extra shit being recycled. Um, this over here, so this is how I create the blueprints. So all those little modular systems you saw over there where I could just kind of place like a bunch of shit at once, you create it in this. This is a blueprint creator. So anything I place in here, I can then save as a blueprint. And so I test it in here, make sure it works, and then save it. And then once it's, and then see, I made this in here. Yeah, but like, see, but I had to place every single individual part of this, build it in here. Mm-hmm. Yep, so it has one input and one output. But the best part is now I don't have to ever build it again because I just, you know what I mean? Like, this is cool. It's like a 3D printer thing. But, all right. Over here, you see this? Yeah, this is how I get around faster if I don't want to just jetpack. This is my hypertube. And I had to obviously place every single one of these pipes. This is about 25 hours of work. Wasn't I right? I played with you. Yeah. It's kind of a different language, too. Like, when I lock into that game, you can kind of hear me. I speak a different language. It's overwhelming. But you see how this is a lot uglier of a factory? This was this is the second factory I built. Yeah, this is kind of like where I learned everything and then took it and applied it over there. But it's still very useful because this incorporates my steel production. This is the only steel production I have. But yeah, so basically all of this is just to make these frames, and then all of that is just to make these, and these get fed into here, to make this. This is kind of this is the hardest thing I'm making right now, is a versatile framework. The versatile framework probably uses the most amount of materials that I'm creating, because you can see I'm taking over there. You saw how it was creating a lot of rods and sheets. So over here I'm creating rods and sheets, and then turning them into reinforced sheets. See, that's a reinforced sheet. Obviously, the production on these is much slower, but these reinforced sheets get piped into these, and these are also getting rods too. So the reinforced sheets and the rods get combined in these two assemblers to make modular frames. See, this is my modular frame production. And then over here, I have 240. I have 240 coal being pumped into this per minute. This I have 240 iron. So these coal and iron are being combined together to make steel. And all this steel, I'm turning it into this steel beam, and the steel beam gets mixed in with these to make the versatile framework. Dude, you know what's crazy? I still haven't shown you what's powering all this. Like, where am I getting all this power? You can probably hear me on YouTube. Alright, well, we're gonna keep going because I have more. Alright, here is my little copper coil production. So as you can see, I'm pretty backed up on coils. Yes. Yeah, this thing's not even mining because I just have too many coils. Yep. And I have about 5 million of them. Well, you see all these black lines? All of these are made out of these. Keep going. Yeah. Try and get a good vantage point. I have a jetpack, yeah. No, it's not a good jetpack, but it's a jetpack. This is my power. So, yeah, I'm turning about 360 coal per minute into about 1,800 megawatts of power. It's a power plant. Well, these are all coal generators, and the way the coal generators work. A lot of trial and error, but yeah, it's alright. So this is all these smokestacks are creating power. They each make 75 megawatts. They have to be cooled though, because they get really hot and they burn a lot of steam. So this is all the water being pumped into the system. I had to, you have to balance the pipes too, because look at the pipes have like flow rate. So I'll show you one of these. I think I have 24 of them, but this this is the power stuff. So these eat coal. They eat 15 coal per minute, and they eat 45 milliliters of water per minute. They create 75 megawatts each. So my total capacity is 1,800 megawatts right now. My current my current cons my current consumption right now is only like 790 megawatts. You can see it kind of fluctuating. That's how much. So I'm only using half my power right now. Because I just upgraded my power. I was at 1200. You can see max conditions. So that's the max amount of power that I I'm capable of using with my current machines. The reason why I'm only consuming 800 out of 1300 is because it's like, where's that 500 megawatts going? Well, you remember my coils, how they were backed up? So when my machines get full, they stop running. And so if the machine's not running, it's not producing, it's not using any power. So right now my storages are all backed up, and so I'm not running full capacity. But I could use another 500. You know what I mean? So we're chilling on power right now. It's because I just spent the last 2 hours setting this part up. This is it's kind of cool because you can see how I've kind of perfected the design. That's the first one I built over there, and this is the last one I built. And yeah, I just kind of like, I got a water tower here, so this is so that anything below this point will always be under pressure. Like you know how pipes work? Like if this is the highest point and this is always full, then anything below this has to be full too. I mean, yeah. This is all kind of ugly. Like you can see like it gets worse. You know what's funny? This is Keith. No, this is Keith. This is him in the game. No, I'm teaching Keith. No, he's asleep right now. That's just his avatar. When you No, it's like Rust. You know how in Rust, like when like you leave the game, your character stays. Oh, yeah. But in this game, your character always, I can kill him. Yeah. No, no, it's just me and Keith's world. No, like I could invite you, but also you can't play unless I'm on. It's not like a Minecraft server, sadly. Yeah. I'm not worried about him tearing anything down. But yeah, he could if he wanted. But yeah, like you see, this is my first generator. I was like, because I'm enjoying myself. Yeah, and and who says I'm not? You know what I mean? I have a very technical job. My job works with pipes and power and generators and stuff. So well, you haven't heard me talk about my job snowmaking? It's pretty in depth. So are you, bro? You finally decided to go to trade school. That's the smartest thing you've ever done. Yeah, fuck the bread. You finally get to apply yourself. If I if I cared about money, I'd still be in school for engineering. I don't. It's evil. It's evil. I just need enough money to play video games, eat food, and pay rent. You hear all these rich streamers, and they're like the same age as us. They're making $500,000 a month, and yeah, they're still complaining about stuff. It's like, wow. So you're telling me if I made 100 times more than I did now, I'd still be complaining about the same shit? It's like, cool. Then what's the point? Maybe to help others, yeah, but you can help others in small ways too. Dude, this game's like Minecraft too. Like when you start talking, you just kind of like start parkouring around your machines. Like I forgot what I was even doing. I was setting up more shit. Yo, yo. Yeah, I think I remember you telling me that. I'm not moving back to Florida. No comment. No comment. You know how I feel. No, you don't have it in you. Yeah, you shouldn't be using it anyway when you're in class. Type shit, yeah. I like watching your stories. Yeah, yeah. But as you can see, so that's my second factory over there. This is my first factory. It's all backed up. I need to revamp my storage system.
Research completed. Purple power slugs seem to be near the end of their life cycle and have a significant amount of potential energy stored. It is a good thing Fixit does not waste. Purple power slugs can now be processed into power shards.
And what, Rocket League? Yeah, I'll run some Rocket with y'all. If you guys want to do threes, let me know. I'll hop on. Yeah. Oh yeah. Huh? Nah, I can't. I've gotta keep my headset on. He just needs to get Discord, bro. I don't know why he. What does he play on Xbox? PS5, bro. I'm literally on PlayStation 5 too. You can get Discord on it. It's not what I said. I just said he's got no excuse to not have Discord on PlayStation.